Listening Library presents Hannah Montana, Swept Up by Suzanne Harper, read for you by Eileen Stevens.
Chapter 1. Come get your duds in order, for we're going to leave tomorrow. Heave away, me jollies. Heave away. Heave away. As her private jet circled in the sky, 15-year-old Miley Stewart stared through a window at the island of Nantucket below. It looked like an emerald suspended between the blue waters of the Atlantic and the cloudless blue summer sky. She felt her heart lift with excitement as she thought of the week that lay ahead. Swimming in the surf, bike riding through charming island towns, having picnics on the beach. Miley sighed happily, her bright eyes sparkling with anticipation. "We are going to have so much fun," she said. Her best friend, Lily Truscott, leaned over to try to see out the window as well. "You got that right," she said. Lily was so excited she was bouncing in her seat. Her neatly braided blonde hair bounced too. "Hey, I have an idea. We should rent surfboards while we're here. I've heard the Atlantic waves are killer." Oliver Oaken's head popped up over the back of Miley's and Lily's seats. "Excuse me for being the voice of reason here," he said, "but I don't think any sport that uses the word killer is a sport that I want to participate in. How about we just kick back on the beach instead of risking our lives in the water?" "Why not do both?" Lily asked in a reasonable voice. "Risk our lives in the morning, kick back in the afternoon. It's the perfect schedule." "Perfect if you don't care about going home in one piece," Oliver said, brushing his brown bangs out of his face. "Me? I'm going to work on my tan." "And maybe do a little shopping," Miley added. "Oh, we've totally got to go on a boat ride, too." "Hold on now." Across the aisle, Miley's father, Robbie Ray Stewart, glanced up from the spy novel he was reading. "Remember, Miley may be on vacation, but Hannah's got a job to do." Miley sank back into her seat and sighed. "I know, I remember," she said. Maintaining two different identities was hard sometimes, but she was used to it. As Miley Stewart, she was just an average Malibu high school student who struggled with math and got crushes on boys. But as Hannah Montana, she was a famous pop star who gave concerts around the world and was interviewed by major magazines and on TV shows. She and her dad had decided long ago that they would keep her identity as Hannah Montana a secret, so she could enjoy a regular life when she wasn't performing. It had been a smart decision, she thought. She wouldn't have become friends with Lilly and Oliver, such good friends that she had finally told them her secret, if she had stayed inside the celebrity bubble. But it did mean that she often had to live in two completely different worlds at the same time. This vacation, for example, had been made possible by Entertainment Insider magazine. The editor had wanted to do a homespun, completely casual photo shoot, with Hannah Montana using the quaint cottages of Nantucket as a backdrop. The magazine had even paid for the private plane they were flying in. The only downside was, "I'm going to have to use my best presto-changeo moves to keep everybody from figuring out my secret," Miley said, thinking out loud. "Oh, you don't need to worry about that," said Roxy, Hannah's bodyguard. She had been doing slow-motion martial arts moves in the aisle for the last 30 minutes, claiming that she needed to keep limber in case an overeager photographer tried to jump them at the airport. "Remember, Roxy's got your back. No one's going to know anything about Hannah Montana that we don't want them to know." Miley's older brother, Jackson, let out a small snort. "Yeah, like the fact that she has serious morning breath," he said. "We're talking grizzly bear breath after a long winter of hibernation." "Dad!" Miley cried. "Make him stop." "Sorry, bud," Mr. Stewart said, going back to his book. "I am officially on vacation. No work, no worries, and absolutely no acting as a referee. You two will have to sort things out yourselves." Jackson grinned. his green eyes alight with mischief as he continued to needle his sister.
Oh, yeah. I could totally give Entertainment Insider a big scoop if I wanted to, he went on. I bet they'd be interested in knowing that Hannah Montana cuts her toenails in the bathtub, eats peanut butter right out of the jar, and never makes her bed. Not to mention...
Hey, Roxy, Miley said, giving her brother a menacing stare. I think you need to practice that judo hold you were talking about. The one where you twist a certain person's arm behind his back until he screams like a little girl.
Sorry, Roxy said. I'm saving that move for someone who's real trouble.
She slashed her hands through the air a couple of times.
Hi-ya!
Her plan foiled. Miley pointedly turned her back on her brother and addressed Lily.
I'm so glad it worked out that you and Oliver could come with us on our vacation, she said.
Me too, Lily said. Even though I did have to sign up for a summer school class to get my mom to let me take the trip and promise to stay with a great aunt I barely know. Lily's great aunt lived on Nantucket. As soon as Lily had heard about Miley's trip, she had jumped on the internet. A little research turned up a class in sailing navigation that would give Lily extra math credits. That, plus the knowledge that Lily would be staying with family, convinced Lily's mom to let her go. And since Oliver desperately needed math credits, and since his mother was planning to redecorate the upstairs bathroom, which would be much easier with him out of the house, he had been included as well.
You could have stayed at the cottage Dad rented,
Miley said.
Lily shrugged.
You know how Mom is. She was worried that I would be taking advantage of your hospitality, and she was pretty psyched that I would get a chance to get to know Great Aunt Agatha better. Lily's face clouded. I just hope it's not too weird. I mean, the last time I saw her, I was 6 months old. It's really like staying with a stranger. And Mom said she's kind of eccentric.
I think it'll be cool, Oliver said. Come on. Your great aunt is a best-selling mystery writer.
Lily just shrugged. I'm not that into mysteries.
How can you not want to read a book like this?
Oliver held up a paperback called Murder Most Maniacal. The illustration on the cover showed a woman running away from a dark, looming mansion, a look of terror on her face.
It's great. I'm only up to chapter 5, and already 2 people have been murdered. Everyone thinks the killer is a long-lost cousin who came back to town just in time to stake his claim on an inheritance. But I think it's the gardener. He's always lurking. Oh, that's a big clue right there, Roxy agreed. That's how you know someone's a bad guy. All the lurking.
At that moment, the pilot announced that everybody should take their seats. Roxy sat down, fastened her seatbelt, and pulled a clipboard out of her big bag.
All right, let's get organized, she said. Lily, after we pick up the car, we'll drop you and Oliver off at your great aunt's. Then we'll go to the supermarket and get food for the week. Then we'll go to the beach house and drop off Mr. Stewart and Jackson. Hey, doggy, Mr. Stewart said, grinning. I'm sure glad you could come with us, Roxy. With you in charge, this is going to be a real vacation for me. First one I've had in years.
He got a dreamy look in his eyes.
All I'm gonna be doing is sitting on the beach, watching the waves, and maybe writing a song or two. Yes, sir, Roxy said. You don't need to worry about a thing, 'cause you got Roxy to act as bodyguard, referee, and general commander-in-chief of this little expedition. So, like I was saying, first, we drop Lily and Oliver off at her great aunt's. Then, once we get to the beach house, Miley, you'll need to change into Hannah right away. Then it's on to the Bumblebee Inn where we'll be staying.
What? Miley turned to her. Already? I thought the photo shoot was going to start tomorrow.
I thought maybe we could chill at the house. That's true, Roxy replied. But those magazine folks know that Hannah flew in today. They might get suspicious if you don't check in until tomorrow. She tapped her temple. See, Roxy's always thinking. Once we've checked in, I'll establish a perimeter, sweep our rooms for listening devices, and look around for hidden cameras.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?